Lest we forget, Malaysia was the only one to completely annihilate Tammy, Shawnee and Evelyn all in one go.
All three in my face. Let's get some clarity going. And I'm going to make sure that nothing stopped me from getting some understanding.
Well, use it properly. Because you look stupid as...
You look stupid as well with that white under your eye. Because there's a lot of things that you do wrong, like applying that makeup.
You got an issue with me?
Don't try to blame me.
No, I got your
You got all mine, and I got your number too, bitch.
Okay.
And so, Evelyn, I would never just invite myself or just come along to somewhere that I was not invited to. So I'm never a plus one. That I didn't have substance is what you're saying.
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you don't have any neither.
Lest we forget, what happened to that Malaysia? What happened to the Malaysia that was loyal?
Are you staying? What are you doing?
You okay?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna
Okay,
go.
well then, come on.
Okay.
We came together, we leave together.
What happened to the Malaysia that would stick up for her friends no matter what, and who was a ride or die?
Okay, so then we know that if that occurs, then we have to swing on you too. Okay.
What happened to the Malaysia who would fight anybody and obviously defend her integrity, her morals and her values? What happened? What exactly happened? Malaysia go from a fan favorite to nothing but a groupie and nothing but somebody who sits up Evelyn's ass, all within the matters of just one season. Buckle up guys, sit down and relax. I thought I would do a quick 10-minute documentary on the downfall of Malaysia PARGO and really getting into this entire situation because we have a lot to talk about. Malaysia is somebody who loves family. Her entire narrative for this season and last season was family, 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 family. But when Evelyn chased your family down the road, when Evelyn was chasing Cece, where were you? Where were you, Casper the Ghost? Where were you? Let me know please. You were laughing and kikiing when Shawnee was taking the piss out of your family, when Shawnee was taking the piss out of Cece. Where were you? Where were you? You were laughing your chest off for no reason. This is why I feel like I'm so disappointed in you more than anybody. The character downfall is ridiculous. You have gone from up here all the way down here in the matter of just 2 seasons, just like that. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button and subscribe to my channel for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali, and let's get into this video. Basketball Wives may have been over, but it definitely isn't for me because I have a lot of afterthoughts when it comes to this show, because after that dramatic ending and the reunion with OG and Evelyn, there's just so much still lingering on my mind, and I thought this would be one of the many videos to come in relation to making very short, in-depth kind of substance related videos, and I really wanted to just get into this whole situation. Now do follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali, as I've said, and do subscribe, and let's get into this video. Now for those of you who don't know, Malaysia PARGO is somebody who's part of Basketball Wives, and she was literally a fan favorite and somebody who was loved from her debut, which was season 1. And from season 1 up until literally season 7, she was somebody who wasn't strongly ever disliked on the show. There were moments and times when people disliked her for XYZ, but for the majority of the time on that show, Malaysia was one of the most loved characters for, you know, being somebody who had integrity, values, morals, somebody who would stick up for her friends, somebody who would not be afraid to fight, somebody who we know can fight, you know, LaQuisha from Compton, etc, etc, all of this. And you know, this has really gone down the drain within 1 season, and I thought we'd do a quick documentary video just to outline this, because I really wonder what Brandy would be thinking right now, because apparently Brandy and Malaysia haven't followed each other. So again, that probably means that Brandy does not mess with somebody like Malaysia, and it really has, you know, been an absolute shame. Now, where did this downfall begin? I'm pretty sure it began somewhere at the end of the season 7 reunion. I think something along those lines, when they were told if they were to pick their all-star kind of, you know, reunion, all-star kind of franchise, and they all had to pick their own wives that they would want. Malaysia had between Tammy and Evelyn, and obviously picked Evelyn. Now that confused me and ran alarm bells in my head. I remember watching that kind of quick clip on YouTube because I was thinking to myself, why would you be picking Evelyn over Tammy? I didn't think you know her like that. Tell how they swiped out Brandy from the show, and Malaysia learned from that entire situation, and she's decided to suck up to the the bosses, the popular people, in order for her to maintain her life on that show and in order for her to maintain that check. Somebody who we know is somebody who could fight. You know, we all saw this in the first season when she fought Lauren, or Laura, whatever her name was, and she obviously gave her a few hard punches and was not afraid, and that turned into a massive brawl, probably one of the biggest brawls on the show, because fists were definitely thrown. And you can tell throughout the next couple of seasons, she became great friends with Drea, and those two became really good friends. You know, they looked after each other on the show. They were the pretty girls on the show. They had a very good friendship. There was a lot of stability between those two, especially at times when Drea was getting a lot of, you know, she was practically somebody who was bullied on the show for a couple of seasons or so, but she stood her ground, and Malaysia was there definitely to defend herself alongside other individuals like Bambi, etc, etc. And you know, then came on Brandy during season 3, Malaysia's friend, and you can even tell there was a short alliance and a quick trio of friendship between Drea, Malaysia and Brandy, which continued on towards season 4 as well, where, you know, Malaysia would even let her friends know if she feels they've messed up. For example, she, you know, let Drea know that Megan isn't actually that bad as an individual, and let Brandy know about where she felt that she could have messed up in that kind of divorce situation that was going on. Malaysia was not afraid to let her friends know if there's anything going down. Malaysia and Jackie were also very good friends. They had a very rocky friendship, up and down continuously, but it made great TV, and deep down these two were always going to maintain their friendship. However, during season 8, unfortunately, their friendship completely fell down the record, where these two, you know, had a massive altercation. And notice how Evelyn was very quick to get into Malaysia's ear. One thing about Malaysia, to me personally, is that she is just dumb. Like, she's dumb as hell. And you know, this is obviously irritating me, because if we really want to be real for a minute, if we really want to be real, your ass should be up there with Drea right about now. Whatever Drea's doing, your ass should be there with her. But no, your ass is down here on this wacky ass show, being an absolute clown, running an Evelyn's ass, really and truly. And I feel like she could have done so much with herself in association with stuff outside of the show, because people know her of the show. She could have came up with so much, but she really didn't. And I feel like she got very comfortable with her ex-husband's money and just left it at that, and decided to be comfortable up Evelyn's ass as well. Malaysia was somebody who would let you know and would not be afraid. She was somebody who would be the underdog. She was somebody who could dress for the gods. She was somebody who was classed as one of the most beautiful women on the show. All this classiness behavior completely went down the drain. And I find it so hard to believe that we are witnessing the same Malaysia on this season from the ones that we've known from season 1 to season 7.
Well, use it properly. Well, use it properly, because you look stupid.
You look stupid as well with that white under your eye. Because there's a lot of things that you do wrong, like applying that makeup.
You got an issue with me?
Don't try to blame me.
It's like a completely different character, and the lack of progression, the downward spiral, the cyclical negative kind of content that she's producing, I am not here for it. So I thought I would do this kind of documentary just to outline the friendships that she's had, outline the character that she's displayed and how that's changed massively, and to just get into this conversation with you guys so that we can start a little conversation in the comments below, because I don't think anybody is speaking about this enough. I'm not really seeing it, because everybody is center stage on OG and Evelyn and that whole kind of drama, but nobody is really talking about the dramatics of Malaysia Pargo and the lack of progression and how she has fallen as a complete character. In my eyes, I think it's just an absolute shame. This is somebody who was loyal, but of course she showed her disloyalty to her friends like Jackie, and I feel like that was disgusting, because notice how she never played that card when she wasn't great friends with Shawnee and Evelyn, but now that she is, she feels that she can throw Jackie under the bus to maintain that kind of friendship. She has literally switched Drea and Brandy for Shawnee and Evelyn. You hate to see it. I just wish someone like Tammy could put her in her place and remind her how much she has fallen from grace and how much she has just disappointed so many people. Like, I just thought I would do a very quick documentary video just to outline this, because I don't think anybody is talking about it, as I've just said. And I also feel like it's just a damn shame. Like, I did not expect to see Malaysia Pargo be somebody who I feel is probably the most strongly disliked character on the show, who is a flip-flopper, who is now a bully. The person who was being bullied on the show and stood up for her damn self. She was the first OG before OG was even OG. She was the first one. And for that to now be completely switched and she's now on the bully side, I feel like it's just so sad and disgusting and demoralizing. And I do feel like she will come back next season, and I feel like she will be even more worse. I don't think Malaysia Pargo will ever see the light, unfortunately, because I feel like LaQuisha is just a damn shame. What are you doing, LaQuisha? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? I don't understand. LaQuisha from Compton, linebacker LaQuisha, what are you doing? It's like you and Jennifer have like swapped places. She comes back or does not come back. I'm pretty sure she will, because she's up there in Shawnee and Evelyn's ass, and it seems like her behavior is just grotesque, disgusting and vile. I don't know what happened to the loyal kind of Malaysia, the integrity that all went down the drain so badly, and now she's somebody else. And it's like, who even are you? Like, I don't understand. Why have you completed a whole 180 on your character? I wish Brandy was here, and I want to know what her thoughts would be, because I feel like Brandy is somebody who would let Malaysia know that you have messed up. Anyways guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.